Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to look at aspects of dealing with conflict in the workplace when you're the boss. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and the best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. If you have feedback on the show or have preferences about potential future topics, then leave us your comments. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. You might also enjoy the Presentations Japan series and the Sales Japan series, wherever you get your podcasts. This one on leadership, released every week, Wednesday, midnight, Tokyo time. If you would like to join a free live workshop where we can deal with any questions you have, then just put in the email header, I am based in, wherever you live, and I'm interested in joining your live leadership session, and send it to greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. That's greg.story @dalecarnegie, DALECARNEGIE.com. I'm planning to do a Zoom meeting with everyone, and we will record it for those who can't make it. Tell me your location, because I may do a couple of versions to best suit your time zone. We're planning this for September 28th, so shoot me your information so we can organize everything in time. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is, when you go to buy something, you order something, and they tell you, oh, sold out. Might be a limited dish at the restaurant, or some particular item in a shop that you wanted to buy, but it's just all gone, all been sold out. Then the term for that, all sold out, is uri kire, uri kire, uri kire. It's all sold out, uri kire, uri kire. It is all gone. I'm sorry, you have missed out. It is all gone. It's uri kire, uri kire, uri kire. All sold out, sorry, uri kire. And they'll probably say something like, uri kire desu, uri kire desu, uri kire desu. It's all sold out, baby. Sorry, you missed out. It's all gone. Uri kire, uri kire, uri kire. This is episode number 319, 319. And today we are talking about the secret world of conflict when leading in Japan. Japan doesn't like conflict. As the foreign boss, you will be super busy and maybe missing some areas of conflict operating within the team. You can't deal with it if you don't know about it. So the difficulty scale can get high here quite quickly. You're also often tied up in meetings or visiting clients, so things may be boiling over and you don't hear about it. As is the case with any part of the world, the boss is always the last to be told about bad news. Conflict can be situational. Something was supposed to happen or didn't happen, and someone is now unhappy with someone else. Words are exchanged, and now we have a tense situation between people in the team. It might be a communication trigger point that leads to the conflict. Attempted humour is often the offender in this case. An amusing remark isn't amusing at all to the person on the receiving end, and they take offence. It might be a miscommunication. We meant one thing, but they take it in an entirely different direction. And now we have a problem. It can be expectations. We think something should be done a certain way, and when it isn't, we take issue with the perpetrator. Or we expected something to happen and didn't, and now we voice our unhappiness. The Johari window provides a useful snapshot of where we are with conflict. There are conflicts which are known to us and known to others. These can be worked on because everything is out on the open. The case could be where there is a conflict that we see, but no one else has picked up on it yet. This is also relatively straightforward, as we can work on solving the conflict because it is known to us. The other two quadrants on the Johari window are where it gets tricky. Conflicts unknown are time bombs, which could explode without warning. It may be because we've designed things in such a way that inevitably conflict must arise. We might have a commission bonus structure that will ultimately generate conflicts between team members. It might be that we're under-resourcing one area of the work and eventually the chickens will come home to roost when things blow up. We might be putting unrealistic time completion expectations on certain work, which will cause stresses between all the interconnecting pieces of the business. Things don't get done in time and people become unhappy with each other as a result. Find out more when we come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs and we do them in Japanese and English. Today's public programs, Step Up to Leadership. Next one will be September the 2nd. Now this is an excellent one-day program for leaders. It's for new leaders. You haven't led before. You're now in a supervisory position. You've been promoted. You're in charge. Bingo. Good luck with that, baby. No. We are going to get you some training to help you. Not on your own. Don't have to work it out yourself. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't screw it up. Come to our training. We will teach you what you need to know. Okay, you were a player before. Now you're a player manager or you're the manager. What does it mean to be a leader? What do you need to do? What is expected of you? Where are you supposed to be putting the emphasis? We'll teach you how to communicate as a leader, how to coach as a leader, how to get the performance moving as a leader. All the critical things you know. We do it in one day. Great program. September the 2nd, go to our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com for the total details there. Now, if you need something a bit more detailed, this is very common in Japan. People become leaders. They're never trained. They sort of get on the escalator. They go up through age and stage, and they don't really know what it is to be a leader. But we're finding now is many companies are realizing this, saying, hey, listen, we need to retrain these people. They really don't know much about leading. They don't have the skill sets. They don't have the abilities. We can't afford to have these people in that situation anymore. We need to get them up to speed. We need leadership training for managers. Please come down here and help us now. We need help. That's what we do. We come and help. Leadership training for managers, excellent 7-week program. Goes through everything. Okay, what's your responsibilities? How to communicate, how to coach, how to deal with mistakes, how to do the delegation, how to get innovation, how to do the planning, how to run the meetings, the works. It's got everything in the one place. This is the ultimate Swiss Army knife for leadership. It's got everything you need. November 5th, 7-week program starts November 5th. Details are at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Now, our website is full of useful resources. As I said, go to enjapan.dalecarnegie.com for information on the courses. A lot of other good stuff there for you. Also, if you need more information, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Watch the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show on YouTube. Comes out every Tuesday on YouTube. And also on YouTube, we've got over 800 training videos there at Japan Dale Carnegie TV. Get my book, Japan Sales Mastery. This is the Bible for selling in Japan. You need to read that book. Welcome back. The worst is when the conflict is known to others, but not to us. This is very common in Japan, where everyone else knows what is going on, except for the boss. As bosses, we need people who will tell us what is going on. A good practice is to assume you don't always know what is happening between members of the team. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it isn't occurring. We have to regularly check in with our sources to see if something is bubbling away under the surface that we need to address before it grows into epic proportions. When we are preparing to deal with a conflict, we can use the same Johari window framework. We need to look for what is known to everyone, what is out in the open, what is common knowledge. For example, the project is not progressing smoothly and there's a lack of coordination resulting in deadlines being missed. Now, we have to think about what do we know about the situation that one of the individuals involved may not know. For example, we may know about a particular personal situation in the background for Yuki, the project leader, which is making her rather short-tempered. Similarly, we may know something about Taro, one of the project team, that Yuki doesn't know. He may be very perfectionist and keeps everything to himself, so he's not sharing with others in the team enough. We may have realized that Taro, being a very technically focused engineer, is oblivious to the fact that the way he is speaking to Yuki is what is irritating her. As the boss, we may be unaware that Yuki and Taro have some work history in the past, and there is some underlying bitterness between them. This last type of information is important, but is often hidden to us. Before we try to get involved and solve the conflict issue, we have to dig deep to find out as much as we can about the relationship between the two people. We need to know what we are in fact dealing with here before we try to do anything. This Johari window framework is a useful tool to examine conflict within the team, and especially useful to remind us that there are factors not known to us or others which we have to find. Also, the other annoying one is known to others but not to us. Also, the other annoying one is known to others but not to us. We need one of the team to be our guide on these matters to get someone to fill the boss in on what is really going on. Before we start taking any action, a quick construction of the framework will give us a guide as to where we need to direct our efforts to solve the conflict. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then tell your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. If you'd like to join a free live workshop where we can deal with any questions you have, then just put in the email header, I am based in, wherever you live, and I'm interested in joining your live leadership session, and send it to greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. That's greg.story, S-T-O-R-Y, at dalecarnegie, DALECARNEGIE.com. I am planning to do a Zoom meeting with everyone, and we will record it for those who cannot make it. Tell me your location, because I may do a couple of versions to best suit your time zone. We are planning this for September 28th, so shoot me your information so we can organize everything in time. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Also, remember to access your Dale Carnegie training, free reports, white papers, ebooks, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much, much more. Go to enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Watch our videos at Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Start reading Japan Sales Mastery. Listen to my other podcasts, the Presentation Japan series and the Sales Japan series, wherever you get your podcast. Watch my TV show, The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show on YouTube. Comes out every Tuesday. Until the next episode, take what you thought was valuable, put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. So be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy here in Japan, ready to help you grow your business.